Hello, I am James Long, Assistant Editor at Orbit, and I am thrilled today to have two of the finest fantasy authors with me. Guys, would you like to introduce yourselves, or even better, introduce each other, perhaps?
Excellent, yes. So, this is Kevin Hearne, the wonderful author of the Iron Druid Chronicles, and A Plague of Giants, his epic fantasy, which is the first book in the Seven Kennings series. Did I get that right?
You did indeed.
Excellent. Kevin is fantastic.
And this is Brian McClellan, who is the glorious author of the Powder Mage universe, which is now up to 4 books. Is that correct?
5.
That's why I asked. So it's now up to 5 books, and the latest book is called Wrath of Empire. And you have to roll the Irish. It's compulsory.
Compulsory.
Yes, for drama.
Okay, fantastic. So we have tea, we have cake, I have a ridiculous bow tie, and I also have 10 questions that are going to tax your knowledge of the British Isles and its wonderful people to the very limits. Okay, so before we begin, shall we just have a practice question?
Sure.
Just to get the juices flowing, and also because I know you guys are so keen to hit those expensive internet buzzers. In fact, do you want to hit it now, Kevin? See how it goes? Ding dong. London bus for Brian McClellan. Fantastic. So, practice question the first. Which of you two guys has the best beard? Well, oh man, that was exactly the same time. Like, this is not meant to happen. Okay, like, just, okay.
I'm going to say Kevin.
Were you going to say Kevin? Were you going to say yourself? Because that's what Brian just said.
Well, his is far more pointy, and I'm impressed with the grooming there.
There is some top level grooming.
However, I have, you know, untold things living in here. So it's its own ecosystem. So I feel just because I'm supporting more of nature.
Yeah, I think Kevin's is better.
Do you think Kevin's
got the white streaks?
We've got a unanimous. We've got a unanimous.
Yeah,
I think Kevin takes that.
Yeah.
Kevin takes that practice question. Excellent start, Mr. Hearne. I think we're suitably warmed up. So shall we?
Yeah.
Should we do this thing?
Absolutely.
Let's do it. Okay, so I should probably just remind you guys, and for everyone watching at home, 10 questions, true or false. That's not the question. The questions are true or false. And first person to hit the buzzer gets to answer, but if you get the answer wrong, the other person gets the point. So think before you buzz, okay? So, fingers on the super expensive internet buzzers. All right, here we go. Question the first. Royal Mail stamps feature the Queen's head, and it is considered an act of treason to put one on an envelope upside down. Brian.
False?
It's true, Brian.
Really?
Yeah, it's true. So
upside down.
If you want to end up in the Tower of London, that's all you need to do, is just put the stamp on an envelope upside down, and yeah.
So you're saying that if I want to get out from having to pay the £20 to go on the tour, I can just buy a stamp?
Is it only £20? Why?
I think it was £20, yeah.
That's
I just buy a stamp and put it upside down.
You just go up to the guy in the door and say, dude, look, this is my stamp upside down, and boom, you're in there. The trouble is you're in the dungeon and people are looking at you in the dungeon rather than kind of the other way around, so.
I like to think of it as a behind-the-scenes tour.
It is definitely a behind-the-scenes tour, maybe not the one you had in mind, but that is 1 point to Mr. Kevin Hearne, I'm afraid. So, question the second. Britain consumes 2 million sausages a day, true or false? Mr. Kevin Hearne?
True.
That is false. We consume 5 million sausages a day. So,
wow.
Yeah, like Oberon would love it here, wouldn't he? Huh?
That's a lot of sausages.
Yeah. Yes, I believe that makes it 1-1.
Yes,
guys, 1-1, 2 questions in. This is.
We're giving each other points. I really.
You don't need to be so nice to each other.
Yeah.
You know, bring a bit of edge to the competition. So, okay, question the third. In 16th century England, bearded men had to pay a special beard tax. True or false? Brian.
I know for a fact that it's true in Russia. But I'll go
we're a long way from Russia.
I know, but because I know that it is historically a thing somewhere, I'll just say true.
It is true, Brian. Yes, you are correct. That is a point for Mr. McClellan. You guys would be in so much trouble if you were in 16th century Britain.
Just cost a little money.
Why were they taxing beards? Were they like danger to the public, or they were a luxury item, or?
That is a very good point, which I'm pretty sure I forgot almost instantly when I was trawling the internet for these questions. But it is 2-1. It's 2-1 to Brian. So, question the fourth. It is illegal to enter the Houses of Parliament wearing a suit of armour. True or false?
Oh.
Some serious thinking going on here. Kevin's thinking about it.
False.
It's true. It is illegal to enter the Houses of Parliament wearing armour, so if you guys are thinking of doing any cosplay while you're over... Question the fifth, to finish the general British knowledge round. Chance for Kevin to pull back. The two Western Towers, I know you've been here, so I kind of expect you to get this. Maybe that's slightly unfair, but
This
maybe it also brings more pressure.
Yeah,
you can tell.
I'm going to forget.
But
we'll have forgotten.
the two Western Towers of St Paul's Cathedral both have stone hydras on them. True or false?
Oh, I did not look when we were there.
To be fair, they're like, you get a crook in your neck because you'll be staring upwards, so that's understandable.
The Western Towers, hydras.
What do you think, Kevin?
I think I haven't seen it yet.
Well, I'm just gonna, because I don't actually know, so I'll just say true.
It is false.
Ah.
They don't have stone hydras, but they do have stone pineapples. Because why the hell not? So, yeah.
Pineapples are migratory.
Obviously.
Yes.
Just like coconuts.
Okay, so that concludes the first round on general British trivia, and now we move into the second round with 5 questions on British authors. So, it's a chance for Kevin to catch up, but it's pretty much neck and neck going into this final furlong. So, without further ado, let's see how we go. Question the 6th. J.R.R. Tolkien once went to a party dressed as a polar bear and also once chased a neighbour whilst dressed as an axe-wielding Anglo-Saxon warrior. True or false?
Oh.
Mr. Kevin Hearne.
I just want it to be true.
It is true. It is true. It is true. Tolkien, well, this is what the internet tells me, and I'm willing to totally believe that it's true. I want it to be true like Kevin so much. So, but Tolkien apparently cosplayed as a polar bear. So, that makes it 3-all. This is like, you know, like I was lying awake last night thinking, oh my god, what if someone's like 6-0 up? But no, you guys are, you're battling. You want this prize. You want this prize so much. Here we go. Question the 7th. I'm holding it here where anyone can see it. I've got to be like much better at this.
I can't read your handwriting either.
Neither can I, so we're good. I'm amazed that I can read my own handwriting. Okay, here we go. Question the 7th. J.K. Rowling. I actually can't read my handwriting. Here we go. Question the 7th. J.K. Rowling took the official Pottermore quiz and was sorted into the Slytherin house. True or false? Brian.
I'll go with true. I don't really know anything about Harry Potter, so.
Now, I'm not sure there's much worse things you could.
I know.
British person.
Did I just like commit treason? Should I go ahead and just put a stamp upside down?
You didn't put the stamp upside down, so I think maybe it's treason, but we're close to it. But no, it is false. Apparently, she was sorted into Gryffindor, although she did admit that she kind of fudged some of the questions to try and make that happen. So, wow, I think that's 4-3 to Kevin now.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Coming back.
Well, there's 3 questions to go, so it's neck and neck, guys. Here we go. Question the 8th, like Henry VIII, but with fewer wives. Charles Dickens had a favourite letter opener made from the claw of his favourite cat, Bob. True or false?
Huh.
Mr. Kevin Hearne.
False, because Dickens was so kind and worried about everybody else.
You'd think that, but it's actually true. He did have a favourite letter opener made from his favourite cat's paw.
See, that's a fantastic idea. I really like that. I don't know why.
You do?
I do. I think maybe I'll do that with my cat.
You also have cats, don't you, Brian?
I have one cat.
I'm slightly alarmed now. Should I be alarmed?
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm going to wait until he dies.
Well, that makes it 4-all, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm quite impressed that I'm managing to multitask here, like read and do numbers at the same time. If only my primary school teachers could see me now. Question the 9th. Okay, Mary Shelley used to sleep with her late husband's calcified heart under her pillow. True or false?
False.
That is false. She actually kept it in a drawer wrapped up in one of his poems.
Ew.
So there you go. Now you know the secret life of Mary Shelley. 5-4.
Yeah.
5-4.
Yeah.
5-4. And there's one question left. This is to tie it. We only have one prize, so I have no idea what's going to happen if you do get this. So, like, I'm just breaking out in this.
Well, hopefully cake will happen.
Someone can have...
I'll just eat that.
I was going to eat it. We can share it. Like, yeah. That's the kind
I'll
of...
fight you for it.
That will have to happen off camera because we're not filming. We're not filming that, showing it to the world. Okay, here we go. Question of 10 to tie the entire thing. I'm just so excited right now. Okay, here we go. Question the 10th. Whilst writing 1984, George Orwell was actually under surveillance by the British government, with one of their reports noting that he dresses in a bohemian fashion. True or false?
True.
It is true, Brian. It is true. How did you know? Did you see
I did not. That's one of those things that I think I heard at some point, and so it sounded familiar. Like years ago, I think I learned that.
Well, you're not paranoid if, right, they really are after you.
Right.
You know, and Orwell was obviously writing about being under surveillance.
Yeah.
I dredged that up from the deepest, dankest part of the internet, and like, I was reading it out, and halfway through, you could just see your hand going like this on the buzzer, and I was like, oh boy, like this. I was not delving deep enough into the internet. Wow. Well, we have a tie. We have a tie, and it's finished 5-5 in this big, grand British quiz.
You should come up with an 11th question on the spot right now.
Okay, so it seems we have a tie-break situation after the epic quiz finished 5-5, which means we are going to have a tie-break question. So, you guys ready to buzz those buzzers one final time?
I'm ready.
I know I am. I'm so ready. Okay, here we go. Here we go. It is illegal to handle salmon in suspicious circumstances. Mr. Kevin Hearne.
It's true.
It is true. It is true. How did you know that?
Well,
have you handled salmon in suspicious circumstances?
I think that if you ever are handling salmon suspiciously, yeah, that should be against the law. Yeah,
wow.
I just felt like that would be a law somebody would write somewhere.
What is a suspicious circumstance?
I don't know.
That is a good question.
It's a fishy situation.
It's a fishy situation, Brian. You put up.
You have committed treason.
I know, right? You should get the point for that bad pun.
Well, Brian, you fought. You fought honourably and nobly. It was a heroic effort, but Mr. Kevin.
Well done, well done.
Mr. Kevin Hearne is the winner of the All Big British Quiz, and I am thrilled to present you with this fine china mug.
Fine china.
Celebration of your heroic victory.
Fine
Take it out, give it a spin.
Oh wow! It's
Look
a
at that.
stamp that's right side up. And it says London on it, and we've got some guys that sell Beefeater gin. That's what they do, I believe. And they're marching in front of this thing that blew up in V for Vendetta. And I think that's the landmark, right?
That is the landmark.
Yes, and so I now know everything there is to know about London.
That is it. That is
Thank
the
you
end.
so much. This is fantastic.
Woo!